Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is another requested tutorial for one of my Instagram followers. I'm going to put his name here, so you could go and check his music out. If you guys have any topics and are interested in something and you'd like to know more about that, let me know in the comments below or shoot me a DM on Instagram so I could make a tutorial on that for you. And today guys, I'm going to be teaching you how to find the perfect balance between your kick and bass, since the kick and bass is the most important thing when it comes to electronic dance music. Basically, there are two ways you could use a kick inside your projects, and those are using a sampled kick and making your own one. There are some advantages and disadvantages in both of those methods, and I want to start with the first one, with the sampled kick. So what's good with sampled kicks? And the answer is simple. You could browse through your library and just use a kick which sounds good, so you don't have to spend a lot of time making and designing your own kick. Let's look at the sampler here, and there are not a lot of options you could actually tweak. So you could tweak the attack time, okay, that's good. You could tweak the decay time, which is also good. I'm using the decay to control the length of my kick. So first of all, guys, you need to decide how long your kick should be. So if you are using a bass with a lot of decay, with a long release time, you need to make your kick very short, so you have enough space for your kick and bass so they sound good together. And if you are using short and punchy bass, you could make your kick a bit longer, since we've got a little bit more space for our kick. Let's try and use maybe G. Yeah, as you can hear, guys, it already starts to sound good. I think I like how it sounds. We could try and use maybe F here. Usually the punchy part of the kick is around 60 hertz. Yeah, the F here sounds pretty good. And maybe C here again. Yeah, I think that sounds good enough. One more important thing, guys, is the phase and the phase cancellation. I always use utility on my kick. I make it mono and switch the phase. So pay attention, guys, how now the kick and bass sound together. And without the utility, I'm going to increase the attack since I like softer kicks. Yeah, very simple, guys. Just some, yeah, as you can see, guys, it's very simple. I've just let's now add some EQ gain. And what I usually do inside this plugin, I usually cut the 300 and the 500 Hz, since those frequencies are the kind of boxy sound. Pay attention how the sound changes when I cut those frequencies. Let's compare one more time so you guys can hear the difference. And now with the EQ again, we could try maybe add some drive just to compensate the volume. Yeah, something like that. And now we could add the click to our kick. We could just take a kick from the library with a nice click. Yeah, I like this one. So you could drag and drop the sample. Don't forget to use high pass filter. Now guys, let's try and make a kick using Serum, because some of you may not have the Kick 2 plugin, and since Serum is so popular, I think I need to show you how to make your own kick. And now we need to use the LFO, so I'm going to use it in the envelope mode, and I'm going to turn off the BPM so I could choose the rate of my LFO. I'm going to choose the shape. So I'm using this LFO to control the pitch of my kick. I'm going to drag and drop this here. I'm going to change the type so it's only one arrow. And I'm going to set it around 32. We need to make our kick in mono. And the second LFO I'm going to use to control the level of my kick. So basically it's going to stand for the ADSR, so for the envelope. Yeah, so we've got something which sounds like a kick, and the reason why I like using Serum for my kicks is that you could easily change the pitch of your kick. So for example, this track is in C, and if you'd like to change the pitch, you could just change the notes, and now we have our kick in D. Distortion is usually a good thing for the kick. You could use different modes. So for example, we could use this one. You could also use a compressor, and the ratio we could set like 8:1. And you can also tweak the envelope of your kick if you'd like to make it shorter or longer. Yeah, and also you could use a filter, maybe some of those. So add bass could be nice. And also, guys, make sure that the random is set to 0. I forgot to tell you that in the beginning. And the phase should also be in one position because we don't want any phase cancellation, any phase issues. The last thing I want to talk about is finding the balance between your kick and bass. And usually, the volume difference between the kick and bass is around 6 dB. So I usually set my kick at -12 and the bass around -18. That was all for today, all I wanted to share with you. I really hope you are now able to make your own kicks which will fit your tracks. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.